Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing like kind of a little bit of a pregnancy update, but because I don't have a ton to update you on, I also asked you guys to throw in some questions on Instagram, which you did, and so I'm going to go through and answer those. I think majority of them are pregnancy related, some of them might not be, but we're just going to go with the flow. So as of today, I am, let me check my app again. I am 22 weeks and 2 days pregnant. So crazy. Hey, Sweet Pea, can you not grab the tripod, please? What are you eating? Do you have a bead in your mouth? So, alright. 22 weeks and 2 days pregnant. My baby is as big as a red bell pepper. It's as big as a red bell pepper. Oh my gosh, it says 18 weeks to go. That makes me like so nervous and scared. Okay. Every time I try and film one of these, I'm having like major deja vu. Okay, what can you go make me some tea in your kitchen? Okay. So let's baby is growing. At my 20-week ultrasound, everything was fine. There was no concerns. Baby was measuring in the 50 to 90th percentile in everything. So that was looking really good. She still moves a ton. I really think we have chosen her name. We've started calling her by this name, and that's kind of how Samantha came to be. It just became the one that we just kept saying. It's not the name I actually originally thought we were gonna go with, but I still love all of our girl names. I still need to have 6 girls so I can use all my favorite girl names. But I really love this name. It's really cute. So yeah, I think we've chosen her name. And it is kind of special when you do start to narrow down a name because it just makes everything seem more real. Yeah, you hit your foot. Oh, did that hurt? I'm sorry. Hey, I need that to see my questions. I do. Can I see it, please? Mom, I see this. Quickly, come here, come here, come here. I'll show you. I took a picture of them. Do you want to see the picture? Amidst 1,000 pictures of you. Okay, so we're just gonna jump into the questions because there's really not that much to update you guys on. So we'll just go through some questions. Okay, the first one is, are you nervous or excited? You want to have Agua? There you go. Are you nervous or excited to have 2 under 2? I am both. I'm excited because I think also once they're a little bit older and we're kind of out of this like really hands-on stage and season of life, I think it's gonna be really special, and I hope they have a really sweet bond just being close together, because yeah, they're gonna be really close. Me and my sister are 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, and 2 hours apart. I remember the day we like figured that out. We were very impressed, and we're really close. We were really close growing up, and so I think it's just fun to have a sister close in age, and these two will be, I think, 21 or 22 months apart, so just short of 2 years. But I'm also really nervous. But being my second pregnancy, I'm just giving myself a lot more grace this time. I'm literally I'm telling myself like it's gonna take a year to adjust and feel like we have a routine again, because I just know it's gonna be a total new adjustment. So we'll see. We will see. I know a lot of people depend on her personality too, and just how it all works. But I'm both. You know, I'm excited, so excited to have 2 little girls close in age. And of course I'm nervous because that's a lot to handle. Okay, the next question is, what made you feel ready for baby number 2? Honestly, from the day we came home from the hospital with Samantha, we knew we wanted to have a second baby, and I wanted them close in age. Honestly, when Sammy was 6 months, I was actually started talking to Rodolfo about getting pregnant again. And then we kind of told ourselves, okay, let's wait till she's 9 months, and then we'll start trying in the new year. And then we kind of just decided to wait until her first birthday, kind of kept pushing it. But we also weren't really doing anything to prevent getting pregnant. We really just left it up in God's hands, and we knew that we wanted a second baby. The timeline wasn't super important to us. I just knew that I was really open and would love for them to be close in age. I'm really grateful that we didn't get pregnant any earlier though, because it's been really hard being pregnant with a toddler. Thank you. So I'm grateful that it kind of all happened when it did. But we just always knew that there was another little one. And we really felt ready from like day one. And it was kind of like whenever God feels fit to bless us with another little child, that is when we'll have the next one. So yeah. Okay, next question is, how do you feel about giving birth going into it for the second time? Okay, that's a good question, especially after the birth I had. So with Samantha, I only was in labor from start to finish for 16 and a half hours. I feel like that's actually pretty good, especially as a first time mom. I know some moms can labor for like 25 to 40 hours. So I was really grateful that it wasn't super long, but it was really traumatic for me. She ended up being delivered via forceps. It was a big rush at the end. I was so high on every kind of drug, and I discovered I have a really strong reaction to drugs. I did not feel like myself. I was really out of it, and it kind of took away from the moment. I literally cried myself to sleep for the first week after we got home, just trying to come to terms with everything that had happened, because it kind of went from like, all right, you're gonna push, to like room full of doctors, bringing in a random doctor, hustle and bustle, Rodolfo being pushed out of the way, a pediatrician running in, like kind of got freaky for a second there. So I'm really nervous. I also had an experience a couple weekends ago. I actually ended up getting taken to the emergency room via ambulance because I could not get up off the floor. I was having such incredible cramping, and it would come in waves, and it honestly brought me right back to labor pains. It felt exactly like that. They think it was just a stomach virus or something random that happened, but it was really scary, and it reminded me of the amount of pain that it is. I don't know. Everyone feels labor pain differently. I think it's freaking painful. So I'm doing a lot of things different this time, just in the hopes that it will create a more calm labor experience. The main thing is that I really just want to go to the hospital and get an epidural first thing. I don't want to be on every other kind of drug, and I don't want to feel like high. I don't want to be on morphine because I have a really strong reaction to morphine. I just kind of want to get an epidural, hopefully be able to rest, and I want to be really present for this birth. There's so many things I want to do differently, but at the same time, who knows what could happen. And because of my experience last time, I'm learning to just go into it with just a prayer in my heart that me and baby are okay, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. But I'm terrified. I'm so terrified because I know the pain that's coming, and it sucks. So yeah, I try not to think about it too much. I will say too that this time there's a lot more stress and anxiety because I have Sammy to worry about. I don't know what time I'm gonna go into labor. I don't know what that's gonna look like. We're trying to kind of decide what our plan is, who's gonna look after her, for how long, like what that will look like. I just wish we could bring her to the hospital with us. This is the only part of a home birth that sounds really nice to me, is just not having to worry about Sammy. She could just be there with us, and Rodolfo can be holding her. Or family can be with her downstairs. Like, it's really hard for me to think about leaving her at a random hour of the night. Right now she's still nurses. She gets really freaked out if she wakes up and I'm not there. She doesn't even want Rodolfo at night. It's very much mama's time. So I'm really worried about that, and definitely, yeah, it's just stressing me out. I'm hoping that maybe she will become a bit more independent from the boob and mama by the time baby comes, but yeah, it's just something that I can't even think about. So I just know, like, it won't be as like, oh, I'm in labor, let's just go to the hospital. It's like, we gotta worry about this little peanut and what the heck she's gonna do. I want Rodolfo there with me, but I'm also like, I want Rodolfo to be with Sammy so she's not completely worried and freaking out about where her parents have gone, because like, we're just here. We're always here with her, and especially at nighttime. For some reason, labor's always happened at night. I'm really hoping that I go into labor during the day, just so that it's a better time for her and not like at a crazy hour in the night. She wakes up, mommy's not here, she's confused, and it's just a total disaster. Yeah. That's probably what I'm most scared about, honestly, is just dealing with all of that. And then also trying to like get in the zone for having another baby and being able to soak up that time without freaking out about like, where's Sammy? Who's looking after her? Is she okay? I'm a very protective mama. I will admit that. I'm very selective with who I feel confident and comfortable leaving her with, especially for like extended periods of time. So that's something I'm kind of gonna have to work through. So let's move on. The next question is, Has Arbonne helped your pregnancy? If so, in what ways? So Arbonne is a health and wellness company that I am a independent consultant for. And yes, 100%. So I started trying the products and I was at the end of my first trimester, and the morning greens and their gut health powder has been a huge thing for me. It has really helped me avoid constipation, really bad gas, and things like that in pregnancy. It's a real thing when you're pregnant, and so it's really helped to settle my tummy. The gut health also has ginger in it, so that's super nice. I'll leave a link if you guys want to check them out, or you can always message me if you want to try out some products, but those two have been a lifesaver for me to just start my morning every single day. And then I'll also add that they have like a hydration packet that you add into water, and it's to boost your hydration. It's technically under their sport category for like intense workouts and stuff, but because I'm nursing so much some days, I cannot stay on top of my hydration and my water intake, and so I love adding one of those to a water bottle because I feel so good. I avoid headaches. It's just amazing. Okay, so the next question, this is the last question actually. Weirdest craving and most annoying pregnancy symptom, like nausea, random pains. Okay, so weirdest craving. I don't know if I'm just like not a fun pregnant lady. Hi guys. But I don't have like crazy cravings, and I have not. It's literally just focused on your forehead, and I love you. Even with Sammy, I had like a couple weeks of cravings in the first trimester, but this time, what do you want? See, this is what I'm talking about. 1 minute, baby, we lost the focus. I feel so lame. I'm like, come on, where's my weird cravings? I don't have any, honestly. Like, I'm just a really picky eater, but I don't have weird things that sound good or like things that I used to hate but suddenly I love. I haven't had that. And then most annoying pregnancy symptom, 100%, okay, nausea sucks, but my nausea is not that bad, and by week 14, it's gone. You know what really sucks is my hip pain. I feel like my body is falling apart and that it is broken. I'm actually booking a doctor appointment today because it is honestly so painful for me. I go to the chiropractor 2 times a week and it helps, but it kind of feels like a temporary relief. Like I honestly feel like I need to go daily at this point just to be able to walk. I got stuck in bed last night. I was trying to nurse Sammy. I literally got stuck. I was like crying, yelling out for Rodolfo. He couldn't hear me. He was downstairs. It was a disaster, and I just felt really defeated in that moment. My body just felt exhausted last night, and I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna continue on like this. I feel like I'm gonna be freaking bedridden by the time this baby comes, because like as my tummy gets bigger, obviously the hip pain gets worse. So I'm gonna go see my doctor. I feel like there's something more going on here. My hips literally feel like out of place when this happens. So I just want to go get it checked out and make sure I'm doing everything I can, because I can't imagine also like pushing a baby out right now with the state of my hips. So yeah. Okay, that's all the questions, and that's kind of everything I had to update you guys on. I'm honestly really good, besides that my hips are falling apart. But besides that, everything's good. So thank you guys for watching. I'm getting so freaking stoked to meet this tiny human. I can't believe we only have 18 more weeks to go. It's so exciting, and I feel like with Christmas and like the hustle and bustle of the next couple of months, it'll help time go by a little bit faster too, so that'll be fun. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in our next video. You wanna say bye-bye? Bye! Keep looking.